Okay.
All right, this is DJ Brown here with Jessie Watts, the star actress in the movie Pirates in Space. That's right, I said actress. This actress is a woman. She is pretending to be a man in her new movie, Pirates in Space. Jessie, tell us a little bit about this movie.
Well, first things first, I think you got it backwards. I am a actor pretending to be an actress in this new movie.
My
Pirates in
apologies.
Space, yes. Sorry, that's okay. Apparently I go undercover and I have a sex change operation.
A sex change operation. How does that work in space?
Well, without gravity. That's how it works.
Does that make it easier in the movie? Harder in the movie?
Well, it kind of made it harder. They had to strap you down since
Oh.
you're in zero G.
Now, is the movie actually filmed in outer space, or is it just portrayed like it is in outer space?
Well, that was the thing. We actually shot some of the footage in outer space.
I bet that was a challenge for the
Yes, it was.
filmographers.
Yes, it was. It was a special challenge for us actors.
Tell us about some of the challenges the actors would have, as in recording a movie in space.
Well, one of the things was that once we started doing the shots, we had to make sure we were in the right place at the right time because we're just floating around. We don't know what we're doing until he says go. And then, as you saw in one of the scenes of me trying to shoot at another guy, he flew off. I mean, that's whenever we first noticed our first challenge in this movie was that whenever you pull a trigger,
You just
that
fly
reaction is just going to push you right back.
even with the blanks,
Even with the
just-
blanks.
just floating off into space.
You float off into space.
Lord.
It does more harm to you than it does to them. So we had to learn to position ourselves and ground our feet whenever we did this.
No strings used at all to keep you in place.
No, we couldn't use the strings because we couldn't have anything to tie it off with. We were up there on special permission and we couldn't tie up anything. So we basically had to do it without any strings.
Now, how much money did it cost to get the equipment and everything up into space?
About $500 million.
Oh, good God.
Yes, it is one of the most expensive undertakings that a movie has ever had, and this is just on the space part of it.
Now, did you guys did you go up multiple times, or did you do all your space footage at one time, so you have to return? Or will
we
you
had to
go
do
back?
it all at one time.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty much 500 per trip, and that was with the rocket, the fuel, taking up the personnel and the equipment, and getting the rent rights. Of the
Oh,
station.
now how long did you stay up there?
We stayed up there for about a week.
A week. You filled all that in a week?
That was half of the movie. As you saw in most scenes, we actually had to use guide wires and do some of the more complicated stuff down here on Earth.
Oh, okay. I saw a clip myself where there was a sea monster involved. You know, 'cause it's pirates, and I was like, I don't know how the sea monster's in space, but it made it happen. It was great. It was a work of art. Sea monster in space.
It was great.
What do they call it? The Kraken? The
Kraken,
Kraken
yeah.
was in space.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I have to hand it off to Bob, the one who came up with the idea of putting the Kraken in space.
Oh,
He got
yeah,
the idea
yeah.
mostly from the Hellboy movie. Because whenever the evil guy was trying to resurrect these tentacle things from coming from outer space, another portal, he thought maybe the Kraken could have something like that.
Mhm.
Sucked into a portal and then popped out in space.
Speaking of Hellboy, I actually just had Ron Perlman on the show just a week ago. You missed it. I don't know if you were in space or anything, but
Well, I was
I
at
would-
another shoot at that time.
okay. Yeah. I mean, if I would have known that I was going to have you on the show, I would have had both of you on the same time, Ron Perlman and Jessie Watts. That would have been great.
It would have been great. It's your fault.
I know.
They should fire you.
No, I got this. Jack. It's Jack. I know I'm doing the show right now. I know. No,
Tell
they're
Miss
gonna,
Jessie.
They're gonna love it. Okay.
Tell
So-
Miss Jessie.
Jessie on the show now, and I didn't find out about it until today. Why couldn't we have done this last week with Jessie and Ron Perlman together? You know what? Jack? You're fired. It should have been done. You're fired. I don't care if you have 3 kids. You're fired. Clean out your desk. You're gone. I know you have a crack addiction. You gotta pay for it somewhere else, Jack. You're gone. You're gonna buy. Yeah, I'll be there for supper tonight. Sure. Go off in the morning. Bye. Alright, that's taken care of.
That was Jack D.
Jack S.
Jack S.
The guy
okay.
He schedules people to come on the show.
No,
Yeah.
that was somebody else I was thinking of.
No, Jack D works in the what do they call it department where they publicity.
Publicity.
They work in the publicity department. Jack D. He's a good guy. Good guy.
Yeah.
I hate his mustache. I don't know why.
It makes me jealous.
It does.
Anyway,
back to the movie. Where were we at? Oh yeah, the Kraken. Kraken was a great idea. Ron Perlman Ron Perlman's cool.
mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. There was something else I saw that I didn't quite like. Was Matthew McConaughey is in the movie.
Yes.
I know working with him had to be terrible. You are the forerunning actor in this movie.
Yeah.
And
but
Matthew
the problem
McConaughey.
was I became an actress in the movie, so with the sex changing, he was my lover.
He does have that attitude about him. You know, everything's his.
Yeah.
He's Matthew McConaughey.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love his body. That was the only good thing about being the actress in this movie was I got to touch that.
You got to touch that?
I got to touch that. And let me say, it is gold. It's like marble, chiseled marble. Don't move away from me, sweetness.
Continuing.
You're about to get off shot.
What would you say if we were bringing Matthew McConaughey on the show tonight?
I would say, oh no.
Matthew McConaughey, come on down!
I don't see him.
Where's Matthew? Damn it, Jack.
You fired him too soon.
No, Jack. Jack! Where's Matthew McConaughey? Oh, I'm sorry, Jack D. My bad. See you later at the bar. Alright, let's see. That was Jack D.
Oh, you're going over to
Jack D from Publicity, sorry.
the Sailors bar?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll be seeing you at that.
Okay. Jack,
Me too.
we were supposed to have Matthew McConaughey on the show tonight. You told him not to come. I know you're fired. That doesn't mean you can mess with the scheduling of the show once you're fired. So he's not coming. Well, you know what, Jack? We're not going golfing in the morning. We're not.
Well.
That was embarrassing.
Well, at least I don't have to have that awkward conversation with him.
At least
Not right now. Not on camera.
At least I don't have to see that awkward conversation. Can I get a clap? Yes.
Anyway.
Anyway. We've had our interview with Jesse Watts. Thank you for coming on the show, Jesse.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody look out for Pirates in Space. Going to be in theaters in December 2022. Look for it. And we're out. Enjoy these next good tunes.
Freak hot.